Right now, President Biden taking executive action on reproductive health, but noting the matter will ultimately come down to voters.
And we're going to be showing you a pleasant forecast, so stay tuned.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday, and thanks for joining us on News 3 Now. I'm McKenna Alexander.
And I'm Julian C. Right. McKenna, I'm cool now.
I was just going to make fun of you.
I'm so excited. I'm like, yes, I pulled out the iPad or the mic, whatever, the search.
For reference, it's on the login screen. He's not actually doing anything.
Yeah, I can't log in. I'm not that cool. I can't get into this.
Half the time it doesn't let us in.
At least it looks good on TV. Look at me. I am now an anchor and a meteorologist.
Wow, you're doing both.
Well, I've done it both before.
I'm constantly worried that Julian will not show up for some reason, and I'm going to have to do weather because I've tried as a joke, and I know.
It's funny because I'm worried that you would do that to me again. And
at least you have a teleprompter.
That is true.
I don't know what to say other than,
girl,
here's the sky.
That was hard. That is something I never want to do ever again unless absolutely necessary.
Reading a teleprompter?
And having to do weather? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a big show.
What?
Well, we don't need to do that. We're both here.
You're right.
And you only have to tell me about the weather.
And you know what? That was my other question. So what is one thing you would do this weekend outside?
Hiking. We've been talking about it all morning, and I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go hike today.
And it's going to be beautiful weather for that. Let's segue into it. As we take a look outside, as of right now, well, the cloud cover that we've been seeing is still lingering. But overall, folks, it is a great start to our Saturday morning here in Madison. Plenty of sunshine, just a little bit of clouds, 65 degrees right now. Our dew points have climbed just a bit, but it's still rather comfortable as we're getting our morning rolling for us. And as we get that northeasterly flow, our temperatures are going to remain cool throughout the rest of today, or much throughout our morning until we get into today. Then we'll start to warm up heading into those milder temperatures. But dew points and our temperatures around southern Wisconsin in itself are very comfortable to start things off for us. So planning out our day as of right now, as I said, we're going to be climbing into some more mild 70s, but plenty of sunshine. With that northeasterly flow, it's going to feel great for today, and which is going to be segueing into the rest of the weekend because...
What are you going to do?
I don't know yet. I know I'm going to take a nap after this.
You have been talking about how you're going to nap today.
It's kind of hitting me a little bit. I got a little energy for the next hour.
You have a big day. You can take a nap, and then whenever it really hits its peak warmth, get outside.
Go hiking, like you said, right?
Exactly.
Next thing you know, I'm just going to find you on a hiking trail. I'm like, oh, hey, I know you.
Maybe. All right, thanks, Jillian. To some national news this morning. President Biden put pen to paper this week, signing an executive order on Friday to try and protect some reproductive access for women. But Biden noted it only goes so far, and the power to codify Roe v. Wade ultimately lies with the voters. So here in Wisconsin, the head of Planned Parenthood says it is a bit of relief to see the president's urgency, but she says what women really need is the reproductive rights back. She spoke with our Armand Rahman.
Hearing the president call on the Departments of Justice and Health and Human Services today,
do everything in their power to protect these women seeking to invoke their rights.
Planned Parenthood Wisconsin CEO was encouraged, but knows those rights largely are still gone within our state.
Unfortunately, the executive order does not restore access to abortion in the state of Wisconsin.
The president is also advocating for legal assistance for women and providers who may need to terminate a pregnancy to save a life. Under Wisconsin's 1849 law, that would still be legal.
And the doctors have clear guidance on their own responsibilities and protections, no matter what the state, no matter what state they're in.
Another element Biden hopes to save from attack is data privacy.
And you know, to be in a place where we're having the conversation about that level of privacy invasion.
He's calling on the Federal Trade Commission to set up a task force to protect online searches, period tracking apps, and more sources of women's information. Experts and abortion advocates fear that information could be shared with police or vigilantes.
It underscores that it's essential that people be able to make these personal private decisions themselves and access the information that they need without fear of other people stepping in and making decisions for them.
Decisions largely out of people's hands, including the president's, who Atkinson knows is doing all he currently can.
We definitely believe that with President Biden signing the executive order, it continues to highlight the urgency of the matter.
Now, Atkinson does want to remind people that all of Planned Parenthood's health centers are still open in Wisconsin, and staff will help people seeking abortions to travel out of state to get those procedures. Looking ahead, House Democrats will consider votes on abortion rights measures next week when the chamber comes back from recess. The Women's Health Protect Act, which the House passed earlier this year before dying in the Senate, and the Ensuring Access to Abortion Act, which would protect a woman's right to travel to seek an abortion, will both be going to the floor on Tuesday. The Wisconsin Supreme Court handing down several high-profile rulings on Friday. The two most significant deal with the use of ballot drop boxes during elections and whether county health officials have the power to enforce health orders. So in the latter, the court ruled 4-3 that local health officers can unilaterally issue orders to slow diseases. Now, this challenge stemmed from Public Health Madison and Dane County rules that limited indoor gatherings and mandating masks during the height of the pandemic. The decision affirms that state law does grant local health officers the ability to do what they deem necessary to stop communicable diseases without oversight from governing bodies. And in the other ruling, also on a 4-3 vote, the court ruled absentee ballot drop boxes may be placed only in election offices and that no one other than the voter can return a ballot in person. UW Madison political scientist Barry Burden says this may cause some confusion.
I think voters who find themselves in that last-minute decision-making, don't have time to put it in the mail, may be unpleasantly surprised when they find out drop boxes are not available.
One thing the court didn't decide was whether someone can help another voter get a ballot into the mail. Disabled voter advocates say that is a win and means disabled voters can still get help mailing ballots under federal law. State Republicans have argued the boxes are ripe with fraud, with Democrats arguing many voters have difficulty returning their ballots without the assistance of others. So Governor Tony Evers is calling the Supreme Court's decision on ballot boxes wrong-headed.
Anytime we decide to take away one of those things that make elections work in this state to make sure more people vote, as many people, eligible people to vote as possible, that's a step backwards.
Evers added the Wisconsin Elections Commission authorized the boxes during the pandemic and found them to be safe and reasonable. The WEC plans to meet next week to talk about steps forward. And those decisions need to be made soon because you're about to decide on primary candidates next month. Because of that, clerks are stressing now is the time to figure out where you're voting and who will be on your ballot. Madison Clerk Maribeth Witzel-Bell says the easiest thing to do is go to myvote.wi.gov and plug in your information.
And we just went through redistricting. So the districts that you knew the last time we had fall primary have changed. The borders have changed. And you might not be in the same district that you used to be in.
You do still have some time to get this all sorted out, so no need to panic. The partisan primary is still Tuesday, August 9th. And for more on both of these rulings, including reaction from both sides of the aisle, check out our extensive coverage on Channel 3000 and our News 3 Now app. To some campaign 2022 coverage now, former Governor Tommy Thompson is endorsing construction company co-owner Tim Michels for governor. That announcement came out yesterday. Michels was also recently endorsed by Donald Trump. Polls show Michels in a tight primary race with former Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Clayfish. And on Capitol Hill, former Trump White House counsel Pat Cipollone sat down to answer questions for nearly 8 hours with the January 6th committee on Friday. During that closed-door interview, the committee was expected to ask Cipollone about what he saw and heard during the final days of Trump's presidency. That back and forth is videotaped, and parts of it may be aired during upcoming hearings, including one that's scheduled for Tuesday. And new this morning, new details from a court filing alleging some members of the Oath Keepers extensively planned for the violence in Washington, D.C. on January 6th. The Justice Department claims that one suspect had a death list of Georgia election officials. The government also alleging members of the group made attempts to get explosives, and one member even brought one to the D.C. area around January 6th. Prosecutors intend to use these details in the September trial of 9 Oath Keepers who are charged with seditious conspiracy. Still ahead, a new law in Minnesota allows for some items with THC to be sold. How distributors feel about the change. And you're taking a live look over the Capitol. Jillian's tracking your full weekend forecast just ahead on News 3 Now.
Sponsored by RG Heating and Air Conditioning, installing train equipment and servicing all brands.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
With Choice Hotels, there's always a reason to book it. Whatever your reason, book over 7,100 locations at choicehotels.com.
7-day-old tuna casserole.
How'd you know that?
Even my nose is strong. You need Hefty Ultra Strong. It has Arm & Hammer, continuous odor control. Hefty, Hefty, Hefty. Oh, and Toby needs a bath. Stay one step ahead of Stinky.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock. Because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, this is going to be quite an easy weekend for us because, folks, really all you need to take away is just get outside and enjoy this weather. If you have any kind of outdoor activities that you want to do or even some yard work that you need to get done, it's going to be beautiful for today to do so. Pleasantries throughout the rest of our morning, especially heading into the afternoon. So we're going to top out into those upper 70s. Still going to see those mostly sunny skies stick around for us throughout today and even going into tomorrow. We do have a shot at seeing some late or isolated shower or even potentially a thunderstorm, but overall Sunday will be warmer, a bit more humid, but still rather nice as we're closing out our weekend. And thanks to that is because our high pressure system, which is settled up into the north, is going to keep things relatively dry over the next couple of days for us. The humidity is mainly into Iowa and Missouri, but we're going to be watching for this little warm front, which is over into the Dakotas, which will start to sweep its way across the upper Midwest. And behind it, we'll have a cold front, which could be bringing in some shower chances late into our Monday. But aside from that, it's going to be pretty dry for us. So this is what we're going to do. We're timing out what else we're going to be seeing throughout the rest of today. 70s will be into our forecast by the time we get to our lunchtime, and by the time we get into around dinner time, we'll start to see some lower 80s, some upper 70s, but still plenty of sunshine. Hardly going to see any clouds, and if we do, it'll be very brief. By the time we get into tonight, well, we're still going to be seeing cool conditions for us to stick around. Transitioning into Sunday, warmer air is going to be coming in from the south, and then we're going to see a couple of shots of isolated showers, mainly west of Dane County, and those will be very brief as well. By the time we get to our Sunday nights, areas just north of the Dells could see a couple of showers, but again, relatively quiet, relatively dry. Once that cold front wants to sweep its way through, by the time we get into our Monday evening, behind it, we're going to see some chances of seeing some showers or storms into our Monday nights. But again, outside of that, folks, it's going to be quiet for us as we head into the next few days. So as we take a look at what we're seeing for our 10-day forecast, overall, aside from Monday being our best chance to see some showers or thunderstorms, overall, it's going to be rather nice for us. Temperatures will be into the 80s. It'll be a bit more humid as we get into our Monday as well. But outside of that, McKenna, this is going to be a nice little summer stretch for us, even though we do need some rain.
We do need some rain. At least we've got some sun.
Yeah.
It's nice. I did really enjoy the rain last week, though.
I did too, but it is funny because as much as I did love just the washout we got, it also was quite concerning because we had those flood warnings.
That is true.
So it was like,
it's a fine line. It's great and a little concerning, too.
The silver lining is it helped up with our deficit, but at the same time, it's like, we don't need all of that at once. Let's split that up between 3 days.
Yeah, let's take it easy a little bit.
Yeah, but after this dry stretch and this warm stretch, could be taking a step back in the wrong direction, but hopefully we can get some rain chances soon.
Hopefully we'll get some clouds in there. Getting some precipitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little something, something to keep the grass kind of green.
Something, keep our grass green.
Because who likes brown grass? Do you like brown grass?
Texans. That's all they have. They don't have an option.
So you do.
I don't like it. I just didn't have a choice growing up.
Fair enough.
All right. Thanks, Jillian. Over in Minnesota, some stores are now selling edibles in drinks that contain small amounts of THC. Now, this comes after a new law went into effect allowing their sale. Rob Romano reports.
Immediately Friday, we had these, and they were ready to go. Almost immediately, people were calling, and it was like I suppose people were just kind of calling around to see who had them.
Liz Amlaw Swift has worked at La Crescent Wine and Spirit for years. Sitting on the counter of that wine and liquor store is a set of THC-laced edibles that are now being sold in Minnesota to those 21 and over.
It's another relaxation thing. It's a communal thing. I mean, like, honestly, a bunch of people that are stoned together are pretty funny.
But the sales from legalizing THC-laced products are no joke. Amlaw Swift tells me that between $700 and $800 in sales can already be attributed to the new THC-laced gummies.
And it's a small town, so I'm not like, you know, expecting thousands and thousands, but I think we've had a really good showing.
While we were in the store, a customer stopped in to get a few cold ones and one of the edibles. He didn't want to be identified, but says he's a fan.
Giving the people that option and allowing them to make their own decisions is going to be good. More ways that we can do things to allow people to make money. I'm always for that.
According to the Minnesota law, the THC products can't look like candy, but it's unclear how that aspect of the law will be enforced, considering many of the edibles are being sold as gummies. Some shoppers are concerned that new THC-laced products will be too potent. John Niebeck says he doesn't have a problem with the new law, but he just hopes the state of Minnesota regulates the sales.
If it's going to be sold, I just soon have it sold through the state and someone that's controlling the strength.
The new Minnesota law allows for THC-laced edibles and drinks to be sold, but only so long as they have up to 5 milligrams of the product per serving and up to 50 milligrams per package. Amlaw Swift says La Crescent Wine and Spirit also plans to sell THC-laced beverages.
As soon as the THC ones come out, there's a couple of our distributors that have been saying that they're going to have them. So we'll have those in as well. It's, you know, we'll see what happens.
Some members of the Minnesota Democratic Farmer Labor Party say their goal at some point is the full legalization of marijuana in the state. Up next, local veterans and their families will continue to receive quality help, especially thanks to a community fundraiser that's returned after 2 years. And there are several new shows and movies to check out this weekend. Will shares his picks and 3 things to watch. Trending news is just ahead on News 3 Now this morning, Saturday.
Space tight? Bob's has big ideas in small spaces, like this small space solution. Get the sofa, love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, and a rug, all 8 pieces for only $15.99. Bob's Discount Furniture is going small, and I know a thing or two about small.
Son, it's about time we had the talk. It's time you knew the truth. Windows can take a beating, especially here in the Midwest. When it's time to replace them, call Feldco.
Isn't Feldco offering 2-for-1 windows right now, Dad?
They are, son. They are.
Less talk, more action. 2-for-1 windows from Feldco makes home improvement easy and affordable.
2-for-1 windows ends soon. Call now.
Quality windows, siding, and doors. Call 866 for Feldco.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Out here, we know a thing or two about beef. Hy-Vee knows beef too. Only 6 out of 100 cattle are even good enough to bear the Hy-Vee brand. Only 6 out of 100. Quality like that is hard to find. So enjoy your Hy-Vee steak this weekend. You've earned it.
Why
Wipes, wipes, wipes. Why the waste? Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water with reusable Eco Pad. Micelles work like a magnet. Now leave less mascara residue than the leading wipes. With no wipe waste. Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water and reusable Eco Pad by Garnier, naturally.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather before.
Alert days are in the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Madison, Janesville, Beloit, Portage, Baraboo, the Dells. This is when you really need to begin to watch the eye to the sky.
During.
We have a confirmed tornado on the ground.
This is a serious situation. You need to take shelter immediately.
And after the storms.
You can see some of the damage here behind me this morning.
Get severe weather coverage from Madison's certified most accurate team. News 3 Now First Warn Weather.
At USA Insulation, we fix hot homes. Over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated. Is yours? Here are some of the signs. Is your house too cold in the winter? Is it too hot in the summer? Does your furnace and AC run almost non-stop? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Are your energy bills too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
Space tight? Bob's has big ideas in small spaces, like this small space solution. Get the sofa, love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, and a rug, all 8 pieces for only $15.99. Bob's Discount Furniture is going small, and I know a thing or two about small.
And just want to take a quick look at our drought monitor here. Areas in southern Wisconsin are actually doing pretty good in terms of what our drought situation is, but we can see just around Dane County and to the south, we are bouncing back from abnormally dry and moderate to severe drought for us. And keeping track of everything from last week alone, where we had immense amounts of rainfall. We had about over 2.5 inches of rainfall, which really helped out our deficits. And then we did get a little bit of a shower yesterday. So we have increased or decreased our deficit just a bit, but still, we are looking at still some dry conditions here in Madison and here in southern Wisconsin, and hopefully we can make that up. But unfortunately, we're not going to in the near future, as we do have a shot of seeing some showers or even some thunderstorms. That stretch is not going to be bringing us a lot of rainfall chances, at least as of right now, which is not going to be very beneficial for that drought, especially since we are still within the yellow side of things. Hopefully we can start to see a bit more rain later on, but as of right now, McKenna, that's not going to be looking too promising.
We're not going to be like that cute little duck splish splashing.
Nope, not at all. I got to put my rain boots away.
All right, thanks, Julian. After a 2-year hiatus because of the pandemic, the Middleton VFW's Tee It Up for the Troops golf outing returned on Friday. The tournament was started in 2005 to raise money to support community projects that assist local veterans and their families. To date, Tee It Up for the Troops has raised more than $350,000. It's also distributed proceeds to local nonprofits and programs.
And really, the community support has been overwhelming, and it's just great to be out here with the people again.
The tournament has become one of the Middleton VFW Post's greatest fundraising events. There's clearly no shortage of films and shows streaming, and our Will Loper shares a few of the best in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
Mrs. Wang, are you with us?
I am paying attention.
New on home video this week, as well as available to rent on VOD, is the film Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Across the multiverse, I've seen thousands of Evelyns. You can access all their memories, their emotions, even their skills.
In one of the best films of 2022, Michelle Yeoh plays a laundromat owner who must save all of reality by using skills from the different lives she might have led.
Of all the places I could be, I just want to be here with you. Remember our mission concerning the fate of every single world of our infinite multiverse.
Everything Everywhere All at Once is available to rent digitally for $4.99 and is available on DVD and Blu-ray now.
Dad, tell me there's a way out of this.
Not a quick one. Newly streaming on Apple TV Plus is the series Black Bird.
We would like you to transfer to another prison and befriend someone.
to elicit a confession.
The true story-based series tells the story of convicted drug dealer James Keene, played by Taron Egerton, who was offered his freedom in exchange for getting a confession out of a suspected serial killer, played by Paul Walter Hauser.
Paul's conviction's on appeal. He could win and walk. You had the chance to stop him. Don't approach him too early or he'll know we sent you for him.
The first 2 episodes of Blackbird are streaming on Apple TV Plus now.
There was a time when sea beasts would ravage our shores, and no ship was safe on the sea.
And newly streaming on Netflix is the animated film The Sea Beast.
We're dropping you off at the nearest port. Hunting ship ain't no place for a kid.
But you joined the ship when you were my age.
The co-director of Moana helms the tale of a sea monster hunter who finds a stowaway on his ship.
The monsters I can handle. We got it right where we want it.
Wait, Jacob!
That one. She'll be the death of me.
The Sea Beast is streaming on Netflix now. Those are the 3 things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for News 3 Now this morning.
Up next, how Wisconsin leaders are looking for ways to stop gun violence. The gun buyback program in Dane County when we come back in just 3 minutes.
25% off our low Slumberland price. Incredible deals. Huge markdowns, plus 25% off our low Slumberland price. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions in real homes for safety and convenience. Call Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. Mad City Baths is your trusted local source for beautiful bathroom updates, from baths and tub to shower conversions to walk-in tubs with an easy access design, expertly installed in as little as 1 day. Act now. Be one of 50 homeowners who receive special savings with free installation on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. We'll take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike. Because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
With Choice Hotels, there's always a reason to book it. Whatever your reason, book over 7,100 locations at choicehotels.com.
7-day-old tuna casserole.
How'd you know that?
Even my nose is strong. You need Hefty Ultra Strong. It has Arm & Hammer, continuous odor control. Hefty, Hefty, Hefty. Oh, and Toby needs a bath. Stay one step ahead of Stinky.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
Incredible deals. Huge markdowns. Like the Sealy Pillow Top Queen Mattress on sale for just $4.99. What a sale! The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Right now, Dane County is getting ready to host a gun buyback program. But how they worked in the past, the history of its effectiveness coming up.
And we're going to be planning out your pleasant weekend. Stay tuned.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday, and thanks for joining us on News 3 Now today. I'm McKenna Alexander. Let's go ahead and send over to Julian Seawright for a look at your Saturday forecast. Julian, we've been talking all morning long about where we're hiking today and how we're getting outside, so tell me about this pleasant forecast.
Well, it's gorgeous. As we take a look outside as of right now, we're still dealing with a bit of cloud cover here in Madison, but overall, we still have plenty of sunshine and plenty of pleasantries throughout the rest of our morning and even just throughout the rest of today as well. But starting with this morning, well, we're seeing temperatures into those middle 60s for many of us. 65 degrees here in Madison with 68 in Janesville, 66 degrees for Platteville as of right now. And we can see a cool start to our morning and a comfortable start as well. A bit more humid over towards Platteville. You can feel a bit of that moisture, but many of us are just sitting in that real comfortable spot right now in our dew points. As we can see, we're at the oh yeah, not bad spot in terms of our dew point comfort meter as of right now. And as we go throughout the rest of this afternoon, it may increase just a bit, but overall, it's not going to be bad at all. As we get into our afternoon, temperatures will increase into those middle 70s. Plenty of sunshine. Still not going to be dealing with that much in terms of dew points. So overall, it's going to be a pleasant and just flat out great Saturday to get things rolling for us. Now, as we take a look at the rest of the weekend, well, Sunday is going to be a bit warmer. We'll see temperatures climb a bit into the lower 80s. But outside of that, a bit more humidity as well. Still, plenty of sunshine in our forecast as well. We'll take a more deeper look in our details in just a few moments, but until then, back to you, McKenna.
All right, thanks, Julian. A teen charged in connection with a deadly shooting this winter outside a basketball game at a Beloit high school is now headed to trial. 19-year-old Amari Goodall faces a single count of first-degree reckless homicide. That's tied to the January 29th shooting outside of Beloit Memorial High School, which ended up killing 19-year-old Giant Broomfield. So during testimony at Goodall's preliminary hearing on Friday, a detective said investigators were able to identify Goodall partially from a tip from a witness who was at the basketball game. Goodall was arrested in Michigan roughly 2 months after the shooting. A court official ultimately found probable cause to move forward with the case. In Illinois, family and friends said their final goodbyes to 3 of the victims of this week's Highland Park Parade massacre. 63-year-old Jacqueline Sundheim, 88-year-old Stephen Strauss, and 78-year-old Nicholas Toledo Zaragoza were among the 7 people killed. Dozens of others were injured. The shooting suspect is in custody, charged with 7 counts of first-degree murder. Now, days after the mass shooting, Wisconsin leaders are looking for ways to stop gun violence. Dane County is offering to buy guns back, but will it be an option in the state's largest city of Milwaukee? Caroline Reinald reports.
Days after revealing the suspect in the Highland Park attack nearly attacked Madison as well, the Dane County Sheriff's Office announced it's hosting a gun buyback program, exchanging guns for gas or grocery gift cards.
There are too many guns in the hands of people who shouldn't have them, and we in America must confront head-on the epidemic of gun violence.
Milwaukee tried a gun buyback program in 2014, collecting 353 guns, including 4 assault rifles. Gun owners getting $50 to $200 in return. A spokesperson for Mayor Cavalier Johnson's office says a metal recycling company paid that bill.
Is the only way that Milwaukee could do that again through a private funder?
Well, we certainly did it that way last time. That probably is the best course of action, considering the fact that our budgets are tight. There's no way that I'm going to be able to fund some of these other programs if we don't have additional revenues coming in.
But some say gun buyback programs don't work. In a 2021 study published in the National Bureau of Economic Research, economists looked at hundreds of gun buyback programs nationwide, including Milwaukee's. They concluded the programs do little to reduce gun crime or firearm-related violence. With homicides still breaking record rates in Milwaukee, Johnson says he's willing to give it a try if someone else bankrolls it.
I don't think that individuals who may have lost a family member would have found it to be a waste.
In Dane County, that gift cards for guns buyback program will happen on Saturday, August 13th at the Alliant Energy Center. Gun owners can turn in any unwanted, unused, or unnecessary guns in return for gas or grocery gift cards. In national news, the Japanese flag outside of the country's embassy in Washington, D.C. is flying at half-staff. That's following the assassination of former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. The 67-year-old was the country's longest-serving prime minister. Abe died after being shot during a campaign speech near Osaka. Making this even more surprising, the country has some of the strictest gun laws in the world. We have to warn you, the footage is not easy to watch. Here's Ian Lee.
Graphic eyewitness video shows the final moments of Shinzo Abe's life. The former Japanese prime minister was gunned down while delivering a speech during a campaign rally near Osaka. Security tackled the suspected gunman, 41-year-old Tatsuma Yamagami, while Abe lay mortally wounded on the ground nearby. Authorities say he used a homemade gun. Visibly shaken, Japan's current prime minister called the assassination an unforgivable act and said the country's parliamentary election would still happen Sunday. President Biden called the attack a tragedy for Japan and all who knew Abe.
Japan is a very, very stable ally, and I do not believe it's likely to have, but I don't know yet, likely to have any profound destabilizing impact on Japanese security or Japanese solidarity.
Abe, who was 67, was Japan's longest-serving prime minister. He built a stronger U.S.-Japan relationship and was a fierce supporter of Japan's military. He left office in 2020 due to health issues. The UN Human Rights Council held a moment of silence in his memory. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
Still ahead, the government releases a better-than-expected child support. What it means for the overall economy. Next on News 3 Now this morning.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Do-it-yourself bathroom updates can be stressful. Finding the right tools, figuring things out on your own. It can drag on for weeks or months. Instead, call the experts at Mad City Baths. Get a beautiful bath or shower professionally installed in as little as 1 day.
Oh, they were awesome. I appreciated those guys so much.
They tell you right away, they'll do it 1 day, and it'll be done.
Now, listen to this. 50 homeowners who need a new bath or shower will receive special savings with free installation. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. We'll take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, drugged driving deaths in Wisconsin have increased nearly 200% over the past 10 years. Help prevent drugged driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
Wipes, wipes, wipes. Why the waste? Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water with reusable Eco-Pad. Micelles work like a magnet. Now leave less mascara residue than the leading wipes. With no wipe waste. Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water and reusable Eco-Pad by Garnier, naturally.
I can't believe I get to say this, but welcome to my show.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, coming this fall to News 3 Now.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Naomi Coates uncovered a dental care crisis affecting hundreds of people with special needs.
I can't find a dentist. Nobody will take him.
Now, state officials are pushing for change.
Thank you so much for covering this.
A News 3 Now follow-up investigation, Monday at 10.
News 3 Now is taking action, reaching out to our community to lend a helping hand.
Taking action by teaming with our neighbors and local leaders to help make this amazing community we share a better place to live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
And taking a quick look at our farmers market forecast, and folks, it is going to be a nice one. Pleasantries on tap, as we're going to be seeing those 70s getting into the mid part of our event. But on top of it, it's going to be rather comfortable as well. Not a whole lot of humidity, plenty of sunshine. The cloud cover that we're seeing as of right now this morning is going to end up clearing up by the time we get closer towards the lunchtime hour. But it will be more milder later as we see those upper 70s start to roll their way in. Three things we're going to need to know. We're looking at a warm and dry weekend, but on top of that, our one shot of us seeing some form of precipitation is going to be late Sunday night and to our Monday as well, looking towards Monday evening. But aside from that, we're looking at a warm stretch, and on top of it, it will be dry as well. We're going to be cranking up the heat next weekend as well. We'll talk more about what else is coming up in the forecast in a few moments. Until then, back to you, McKenna.
All right, thanks, Julian. A new Consumer Reports survey shows the number of people who say they would buy an electric vehicle has tripled over the past few years. That's from just 4% in 2020 to 14% now. Surprisingly, the current price of gas was not cited as a reason why. Instead, it appears to be because more people are just experiencing electric cars. Knowing someone with an electric vehicle or riding in one seems to be the biggest factor that leads people to consider getting their own. Elon Musk is now trying to get out of buying Twitter. Regulatory filings on Friday showed the Tesla CEO wants to end the $44 billion deal. Musk has claimed Twitter breached several provisions in the original agreement. In response, Twitter says it will be filing suit against Musk. And in some more continuing coverage, the future of Spirit Airlines still up in the air. According to the Wall Street Journal, Spirit has once again delayed a shareholders vote on an acquisition proposal from the Frontier Group. It's the third time Spirit has put off the shareholder referendum. Both Frontier and JetBlue want to merge with them. The latest job numbers are out and show that U.S. employers continue to hire at a strong pace. That's despite signs of weakness in the economy. Michael George has the latest.
Last month, hundreds of people stood in line to apply for work with the Broward County Sheriff's Office in Florida. The job fair recruited potential 911 operators with pay starting at $57,000 a year.
I am shocked. I'm actually overwhelmed at what the representation from the community has actually showed up for us.
The Labor Department says the economy added a better than expected 372,000 jobs in June, and the unemployment rate stayed at a pandemic low 3.6%.
I think that this shows that the labor market continues to be pretty strong. We are downshifting into a new gear of the COVID era.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says hiring is slowing from previous months, but this new report shows the labor market remains solid.
In fact, if we're worried about an economic slowdown or a recession, this report has no proof of that at all.
There are plenty of jobs available. The latest data shows there were 11.3 million job openings just over a month ago. Many industries, including restaurants, continue to suffer through a worker shortage. Even local pools in cities across the country can't find enough lifeguards. While the job market is strong, inflation remains a problem. The Federal Reserve has been raising interest rates in an attempt to ease price hikes.
They will do so again in a few weeks. They're going to likely rise by another 0.75 percentage point at the July meeting.
But the boost to rates won't have an immediate effect. Schlesinger says shoppers can expect to keep paying high prices through the summer. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Coming up on News 3 Now, ocean experts are keeping watch on a recent trend of shark attacks on U.S. coast. And you're taking a live look over the Capitol. Julian's tracking your forecast just ahead.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
I'd rate Mad City Bass 10 out of 10.
When it comes to the bathroom, the Mad City bathroom, I have to give it a 10.
It's exactly what we wanted, and so they were fantastic. A 10, 2 thumbs up.
Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers, an A+ rating with the BBB, and we installed durable, high-quality baths and showers in as little as 1 day. Easy access designs with premium wall patterns like Santa Cruz, Othello, and Quartz. 50 homeowners who call now will save with free installation on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts And we'll compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Tired of millionaires in the Senate like Ron Johnson who only look out for the rich and powerful? Mandela Barnes will be a voice for hard-working middle-class families. As the son of a teacher and a third-shift factory worker, he gets it. He'll make the big corporations and the rich pay their fair share and lower middle-class taxes to make things more affordable for us. Mandela Barnes knows it's about the middle class, not the millionaires. Courageous Leaders PAC Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hy-Vee hot deals are super hot this Friday through Sunday. 6 packs of Pepsi products, only $1.99. Hormel Always Tender Whole Boneless Pork Loin, only $1.99 a pound. Cosmic Crisp Apples, only 99 cents a pound. A 5-pack of Kraft Macaroni and Cheese, only $2.99 with coupon. And the savings are hotter than hot on Red Baron Pizza, only $1.99 with coupon. Scan the QR code and check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
With Choice Hotels, there's always a reason to book it. Whatever your reason, book over 7,100 locations at choicehotels.com.
7-day-old tuna casserole.
How'd you know that?
Even my nose is strong. You need Hefty Ultra Strong. It has Arm & Hammer, continuous odor control. Hefty, Hefty, Hefty. Oh, and Toby needs a bath. Stay one step ahead of Stinky.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, the pleasantries continue this weekend, and on top of it, this is what we're going to start to look at. Not just the overview of it, because it's going to be perfect for hiking, but if you want to take the boat out, jet ski, or even just hit the pool, well, it's still going to be rather nice for it as well. 79 degrees for us. May not want to get into the waters. It's still rather cool, but as we go to tomorrow, we will start to see warmer temperatures as well, into the 80s, and on top of it, we will start to see a bit more humidity in the air as well. But thanks to the high-pressure system, which is sitting nice and pretty to the north, we are looking at things to be dry for the next couple of days. However, we are going to be watching for another system coming in, which is bringing some rain to the Dakotas as of right now. Start to sweep its way into the upper Midwest, which will start to lead a bit some rain chances for us as we get into our Monday. But until then, we are going to stay dry and we're going to stay rather mild throughout the rest of our afternoon. Around our dinner time hours, we can see those upper 70s, some low 80s. Not a lot of cloud cover though. As we transition into tonight, another cool one with plenty of stars in our skies. As we head into our Sunday morning, is going to be another cool one, but we're going to warm up rather quickly as we head into our Sunday afternoon. We're going to see those 80s coming in, and then right behind it, some areas may see a couple of isolated showers, but that'll be very brief and clearing up by the time we get into our Sunday dinner time hour. Transitioning into Monday, north of the Dells, overnights could see a couple of showers, but still, most of us are going to be dry until we get into about Monday, where we will start to see that cold front starting to sweep its way in, coming from the northwest, bringing in temperatures into those 70s by the time we get into our evening commute on Monday. And we could see a couple of isolated showers or thunderstorms here in Dane County. But again, it's going to be brief. Out of here by the time we get into our Monday night. And that's pretty much the best chance for us to see some rain here in southern Wisconsin. And over the course of the next few days, we're not going to be looking at much rainfall at all. As you can see, some areas may see even less than 1/10 of an inch or not even record much in terms of rainfall throughout the next event that we will be seeing for us. So our 3 things we're going to need to know is that it's going to stay warm and dry this weekend. We do have a shot of seeing some storms or even some rain late Sunday nights, but it's going to be isolated, not widespread by any stretch of the imagination. And by the time we get into next week, well, we'll stay warm, dry, and then we're cranking that heat up once again by the time we get into next weekend. As you can see, by the time we go to Friday, Friday, we're seeing middle to upper 80s, and it's going to be on the hot side as we're going to be looking at a bit more humidity rolling in. So, of course, that pushes our heat indices back once again. But, McKenna, it is going to be a bit of a scorcher for us by the time we get into next weekend.
With that humidity and our humidity meter, where does this put us?
Humidity meter.
Is it a...
Oh, yeah? You really wanted me to say that.
I did.
Today is an oh, yeah. It's around 55 degrees for our humidity, or for our dew points. We're going to see that crank up a bit into our 60s for tomorrow. So it's going to be a bit more muggy, but not going to be terrible until we get into Monday, where it's going to be more tropical, more Florida-like.
More Florida. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it. Thanks,
I
Jillian.
hope that helps you out.
It does.
You got a little gratification from me saying.
Of course.
Every time.
All right. Thanks, Jillian. Shark researchers are tracking the fact that there have been 3 shark attacks off Long Island in New York, and that's in just the past 8 days. It's enough to be alarming during a busy travel season when many of you may be planning a beachfront vacation. Here's Elise Preston.
At some beaches on Long Island, New York, visitors are being told to stay out of the water this weekend as a precautionary measure following multiple shark attacks and sightings.
I'll still go on the beach and enjoy the sun and hang out for a bit, but I don't know that I'd go in the water.
In the most recent attack, a shark bit a lifeguard on the foot. Last weekend, another lifeguard was bitten on the chest and hand.
I hit the shark 3 times. Boom, boom, boom.
You really focus on controlling your weight with your arms.
In Tallahassee, Florida, Addison Bethia took her first steps following a shark attack last week. Doctors had to amputate her right leg above the knee. Researchers say sharks are currently off the coast of the Carolinas up to Newfoundland, Canada, generally heading north as waters warm up, looking for seals to hunt. The group OSearch is wrapping up shark research along the East Coast, so far tagging 84 great white sharks in hopes of learning more about migration, mating, and birthing. The research has already made one thing very clear.
They're super coastal. We've all been swimming with them all our lives. Nothing's changed. We just know now.
OSearch suggests beachgoers avoid swimming in areas where birds and game fish are crashing into the water. All that activity will likely attract hungry sharks.
Stick with News 3 Now all weekend. Brad will have the day's top stories tonight at 6 and 10. But first, a family is reunited with their missing dog after 8 years apart. Their sweet story when we return.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners whose bath or shower doesn't look so good and won't come clean. Call Mad City Baths now to take your bathroom from outdated to outstanding in as little as 1 day. From walk-in showers with a low threshold entrance to walk-in tubs with relaxing hydrotherapy. Surfaces are infused with Microban antimicrobial protection for easy cleaning. So why wait? Remember, we have special savings for 50 homeowners. Free installation on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. We'll take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Last chance to call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
The future is for everyone. So this 4th of July, be ready in a new Ford vehicle. Choose from a Ford F-150 truck, an SUV like Ford Explorer, or a Ford Bronco Sport. Get out there and celebrate your freedom and do it all in a new Ford vehicle because the future is for everyone. So be ready this 4th of July with Ford. New inventory is arriving daily, so visit your local Ford dealer or shop online at buyfordnow.com.
Every day, millions of innocent couches are being flattened, overused, and abused. They're crying out for help. Hi, I'm Greg Marcus. Please consider giving that dent in your couch a break by watching your next movie at Marcus Theaters. Start by going online to see what's playing. Because the couch you save may be your own.
Miss
the news and need to know what's going on where you live?
News 3 Now is always on. Download the Channel 3000 app and get video on demand whenever and wherever you need it.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
IRS agent is waiting for your call back.
When you've been scammed, when a business won't listen, when you get obstacles instead of solutions, don't give up. Call for action.
I'm News 3 Now's Leah Lynchide. Our Call for Action team is here for you, exposing scams, mediating consumer disputes, and getting results. Contact us by phone or on channel3000.com.
Call for action, only on News 3 Now.
We're taking action for you.
From a diamond engagement to a diamond anniversary and everything in between, we shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to. At Diamond Select, we also fix, reset, and remake jewelry too. Diamond Select in downtown Stoughton.
Mission Unstoppable, Saturday morning at 9 on News 3 Now.
Finally this morning in Florida, a family has reunited with their dog 8 years after he disappeared from their backyard. Michael Jack has the story.
A Lee County love story. 8 years and 5 months in the making.
I just want to tell him I'm so sorry that I didn't find him.
Let's rewind. It's February of 2014 when Harley, a lovable, adventurous pit bull, got a little too adventurous.
I turned them out to go to the bathroom and turned my back for a second, and they went off into the woods. And we went looking and never found Harley.
At just a few years old, Harley vanished from his Lee County home.
We searched and cruised and looked and put up posters and sent out the wanted missing pet, and just never stopped looking for him.
Even though he was microchipped, the search went cold. Whoever took Harley in never checked the microchip to find his owner. But
I didn't realize how bad it was until I actually got the dog.
Fast forward to present day. 8 years later, a miracle kept the love story alive.
The dog was so sweet, super well behaved, really skinny. He had some really overgrown nails.
Angie Bray and her friend found a dog that looked like Harley wandering along Bartow Boulevard in San Carlos Park. Malnourished, almost nothing but skin and bones, 8 years after he ran off.
It made me cry. It was just so heartbreaking to think about being torn away from one of my animals who I just love, and then being able to find him.
Angie took the dog to Cypress Lake Animal Hospital and Lee County Domestic Animal Services, and through the microchip, Angie found Betsy's number because the dog was really Harley.
We got the text on Saturday, and I'm like, is this a scam? Because we were talking about him that morning. You know, what an amazing dog, and where could Harley be? Is he still out there? And I got the text, and you know how you think Google always picks up on your advertisement? I'm like, this is a scam. This is not real.
You haven't seen...
I have not seen him yet. It's killing me.
Betsy no longer lives in Lee County.
And see how this goes down.
But when she found out Harley was safe, she drove 1,100 miles all the way from Missouri.
Oh, I just cannot wait to get my hands on him and try to make up for everything he's gone through to get back to us.
For the best moment
Still got pep in his step.
of her life.
Buddy, oh my God, baby, oh my God. Hi, sweetheart. Oh my God, look at you. Come here, baby doll. I know, we're gonna go home.
Our director has been joking with us for the last few minutes. Julian's typing literally nothing right now.
I'm Susan Simon right now.
We have been making sounds about... So Julian said his oh yeah during the forecast, and I told him that he needs to work on his Wisconsin accent because he's going up too high at the end where it's not... Do what you were doing before.
No, I'm not doing that, but I need to assimilate it a bit more and practice a bit more.
And so then
let's just do that.
We were talking about the ways the vowels are, where A is ah.
Okay.
E is eh.
I'm not going to repeat.
Well, he and I were doing vocal exercises for Wisconsin.
Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're getting there.
If you
guys have tips, send them his way.
please just send me videos on email of you guys doing the,
Some videos of people talking?
Or just how to pronounce it.
How
it's a tutorial video.
You know, we have Chris Reese, Plan Your Day. Give us a Julian, just send them to us, we'll play them.
I would love to, along with the whole sunrise thing. That would be wonderful.
Really fun. Okay, so tell me why this week's going to be an for humidity.
Well, it's going to be like that because our dew points are going to be rather nice for us. It's going to be warm and dry for the weekend, but then as we get into late Sunday nights into Monday, could see some storms. But folks, next week it is going to be dry. It's going to be warm, and we are going to see that return of humidity back to next weekend, McKenna.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for joining us this morning.
I would never live this down.
We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 8.